This is The Scoop for Monday.
I'm Sean Canan with the WMNF News headlines. Australian leaders have agreed to overhaul national gun control laws after a mass shooting at a Hanukkah celebration. The attack left at least 15 people dead. The changes would include renegotiating the National Firearms Agreement. Australia's Prime Minister has proposed new gun restrictions, including limiting ownership and reviewing licenses. In an email statement, the Florida Holocaust Museum said it is heartbroken by the terrorist shooting in Bondi Beach, the latest incident in a global wave of anti-Semitic violence that continues to plague the Jewish community. A man who is seen on video appearing to tackle and disarm one gunman has been identified by Australia's Home Affairs Minister as Ahmed El Ahmed. He's an Australian citizen who migrated from Syria in 2006. His family said he underwent surgery for a gunshot wound today. A former Florida lawmaker and utility official will soon be on the state board that regulates utilities and decides how much they can charge residents for electricity. The Tampa Bay Times reports Governor Ron DeSantis appointed ex-state Representative Bobby Payne, a Republican from Palatka, to the 5-member state utility board. He must be confirmed by the Florida Senate to keep the job. Payne sponsored a bill in 2024 that deleted the majority of mentions of climate change from state law, which drew national headlines. It's now state law, and it's overhauled Florida's energy policy to focus less on the reduction of greenhouse gases. It also prohibited offshore wind turbines in state waters, relaxed regulations on natural gas pipelines, and reduced local government control over the location of natural gas storage facilities. Detainees at a state-run immigration detention camp in Florida were pepper sprayed in their housing quarters. The USA Today network reports that immigrant advocates and documents indicate that in October, officers at Florida's Baker Correctional Institution used a form of pepper spray on detained immigrants. The incident was confirmed by a spokesperson for the Florida Department of Emergency Management. She said in an email, detainees at Deportation Depot attempted to barricade themselves inside their housing unit while inciting violence and causing significant damage. After detainees refused multiple verbal commands to allow staff to enter, they deployed OC gas, pepper spray, to safely regain access. The State University System's Board of Governors approved a contract extension for Chancellor Ray Rodriguez. It comes with a boost in salary. In an online meeting, Chair Brian Lamb said Rodriguez has done an exceptional job and should be paid similar to counterparts in other states. Rodriguez's new 3-year contract includes an annual base salary of $600,000, along with annual allowances of $75,000 for housing and $12,000 for vehicle expenses. Rodriguez is a former state House member and senator. He was tapped for the chancellor's job in 2022. His contract was extended and his pay bumped in early 2024. In casting the lone vote Friday against the pay increase, Board of Governors member Eric Silagi said he would have liked more time to compare Florida's chancellor's position with those in other states. The Florida Board of Governors confirmed Moaz Limayem as the University of South Florida's 9th president. WMNF's Chris Young reports that the board, composed mostly of members appointed by Governor DeSantis, voted unanimously in favor on Friday.
Limayem is currently the president of University of North Florida. At the board meeting, Limayem said he was honored and humbled.
I came to this country from Africa with a very, very modest background because I believed in the power of education to change lives. I stand before you today as living proof of that belief.
The Tampa Bay Times reports Limayem's contract includes a base salary of $1.25 million and thousands in incentives. He was named sole finalist for the position by the USF Presidential Search Committee in September and was unanimously approved by the Board of Trustees in October. He's set to start early next year. Chris Young, WMNF News.
A Native American group is facing widespread outrage over plans to profit from a forced removal. The Prairie Band of Potawatomi Nation was uprooted from the Great Lakes region in the 1830s. Now, fellow Native Americans are criticizing the tribe for a contract tied to President Trump's campaign of mass deportation. A newly established tribal business entity quietly signed a nearly $30 million federal contract to design immigrant detention centers. Amid the backlash, the chair of the tribe says it's trying to get out of the contract. It'll be overcast and breezy today, highs in the high 60s. Tonight, partly cloudy and cool, overnight lows in the high 40s. Tomorrow, it'll be sunny with highs near 75. I'm Sean Canan with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.